As I have become like a similar experience with Somyot, but I have to say my experience is kind of like a same but different, and actually pretty much different. The points of the same thing is like I and Somyot each was accused from the content that someone else writing, not us at all. Somyot didn't write that article. I didn't write any content that been posted in my website that brought the charge to me. The content which brought us to the conviction, in the content, there is no names of the royal family which protect under the Article 112 at all. Two articles that Somyot was accused is also no name mentioned. In the content that I was convicted, I was accused, also no name of the royal family members mentioned. But it's kind of like got from the interpretation that like imply they intend to mean who in that content. So this is the same point that I and Somyot have. For the difference, I could free on bail. Throughout 3 years of my court case, I have a right to consult with my lawyer. I have a right to contact a lot of friends, a lot of colleagues to come to help on my case. That is something that much different compared to Somyot. He been refused for bail for 2 years and 12 times. Once when you free on bail and you have a right to prepare your case, even I have a right to prepare my case pretty much, it's still not easy. But think about someone who had to live in prison, and I think not easy to arrange a meeting with the lawyer to prepare for the defense. In terms of like the psychology, it's much different. And Somyot have to go to the court according to the regulation of our Ratatan. He has to go to court with the shackle, under the shackle, and I think this is very, very dehumanized and kind of like not respect to the people at all for that. And another point that for me I think is very ridiculous. In my case, the conduct, the trial, the hearing, all conduct in Bangkok, in the same criminal court throughout 2 years, in the same place. But in case of Somyot, he has to be traveled from Bangkok prison to Nakhon Sawan, to Phetchabun, and to Songkhla. And because of like the condition of the transportation, he had to stand along the way for hundreds of kilometers on the truck to travel to another court, to another province. And this is because of the residential registration of the prosecutor witness. They use this kind of like the rule. Even the witness already live in Bangkok, because that is a residential registration is something come from like their hometown. But actually they didn't live there. So this is something that I think it should not be the normal practice. If it is, it's very sad now. And the last point, in my case, I have one judges panel change because of like the reshuffle of the judges, but it happened just like in the beginning of the trial, so it's still okay because the trial just started. But in case of Somyot, the judges who listen to the trial difference from province to province. And the judges in Bangkok, who are the same panel, is different from the judges who give the verdict. So the judges just been appointed to in charge for the case of Somyot just like a month or 2 months before the verdict come out. The thing that Somyot get is too far from the normal practice that we can accept. Yeah.
Thank you very much.